What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Today, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys things you must do with every used truck that you purchase. These are some things that are definitely recommended, and these are some things that I personally do with every used truck that I get. I always do these things, so I'm gonna be sharing with you guys few things. So before we get into that, I want to say, guys, I definitely appreciate those who definitely take their time out and check out my uploads and definitely show love and support. It definitely means a lot, especially being a small channel. Definitely not easy, but it's definitely worth, you know, working and stuff. But I want to say my goal is to hit 10K subs. So those who definitely also subscribe to my channel, I definitely appreciate it. Help your boy out, man. If it's your first time on the channel, definitely click that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Talking about it. So the first thing I said, with every used truck that you purchase, keyword used, not new, but used. With every used truck that you purchase, these are the top couple things I normally do. Number one is you always want to be able to check your fluids. You always want to check your oil. First thing I personally would do is to always check my oil. Obviously, this is something that you could, definitely if you are purchasing a vehicle secondhand from like a person instead of like a dealership, you always want to make sure you check all your fluids, your oil. You want to be able to check whatever important fluids that's in that car. You want to be able to check it because sometimes you never know when you buy a vehicle secondhand from people. You never know when was the last time they changed that oil and when was the last time they checked the fluid. Sometimes, believe it or not, sometimes some people car don't be having any kind of fluids that's in there. You'll be surprised. A lot of people don't really be paying attention to stuff like that, especially your oil. Your oil is very important. And the second thing, another thing I want to share with you guys that you should be looking out for when you purchase a used truck is you want to be able to check. Especially, this is something that if you buy from a dealership, yeah, you might not really want to. I say you could, but it wouldn't really matter because it's a dealership. They got to do all these things anyway before they sell you any kind of vehicle. But if you are buying a car from like a person, this and that, you always want to be able to check your gas and stuff. Check the gas, make sure everything in there is all cool. If not, you could pour one of those. Definitely, it's like tune up in a bottle, pretty much. You can pour some of those in there. Definitely help clean out your injectors, and because you never know, some people who have cars, they don't do some of these major things that needs to be done. This is why sometimes when you get a car for somebody, you end up experiencing some kind of issue and stuff like that, especially if it's not from the dealership. I'm not saying that, still you could buy a car from a dealership and still have some of these issues, but these are some of the things that I normally check. And then, especially if another thing to look out for is, yeah, dealership does it, but I always still do it. This and that. Always check your ball joints, your brake pads, your brakes. Brake pads and brakes, same thing. But you want to be able to check those things to make sure you're not gonna be buying a vehicle for somebody and then later on, within a couple of weeks, you got to change these things out. Those are the things you want to be able to check. Make sure everything is cool. There's no issue going on, this and that, no grinding, none of that. But these are all common sense things that anybody, if you buy any kind of used vehicle, you always want to make sure you check these things, make sure everything is cool. And then another thing that I will personally do, this is something that's not recommended, but this is just me. I like to clean the inside of my car, the outside of my car after I purchase it, because some people, some people will tell you, or some people might not tell you. Um, yeah, they might not tell you if the vehicle was smoked in, if they had any kind of pets, or if whatever. You never know. So that's another important reason why I personally deep clean the inside of my car, and also deep clean the outside of the car. Also be able to do some kind of paint correction. It all depends on your preference. Like I said, this is not something that's recommended, but this is something I personally do because I don't like to buy a vehicle, especially when you get a vehicle where it was a smoker's car, and that smell, like especially when you turn on your AC or whatever, your heater or something in your car, you just get that, like that smell that comes out. You know what I mean? But those are some of the things that anybody want to check. There, these are some things that if you know about cars, or if you anybody who with the common sense will want to think about doing after you purchase your new truck. Always make sure you check these things because it's important. Save yourself the the pain that's gonna come with it and stuff like that. And you know most people don't do these things, so you never know. But these are some of my tips I want to be able to share with you guys that I personally do. When I purchase my new truck, when I purchase this truck, pretty much these are some of the things I check. Even though I got it from a used car dealership that will pretty much like certified pre-owned. And sometimes you'll be surprised that when you get a car from a dealership, what sometimes they be missing, or sometimes some things that they don't check because a car sits on a lot for such a long time. So these are my few tips that I want to be able to share with you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Happy Monday. Keep going after your dreams. Make it happen. Don't let anybody else try to bring you down until you can do it. But definitely, guys, give this video a thumbs up and definitely subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.